Hey guys, HellsF1rst here, and tonight we're coming at you with another Corepunk video. This time, we're going to go over the hero, the Paladin. Now, normally on my hero videos, I have the gameplay from the alpha trailer in the background, and I had the sound going, and have been told sometimes the sound is a little bit too loud. And since all I'm doing is copying and pasting this stuff right here and putting it on top of that video, I figure we've all seen that video in my videos alone at least 10 times. So I'm going to do it this way to where you guys get to see exactly what I'm reading and you get to see my pretty face do it. So with the Paladin, we're going to start off. They're mighty warriors. Now the first class is the Hand of Light. And Hand of Light are melee heroes who use heavy two-handed weapons, the energy of light. Though their specialty is dealing damage, they can also buff their allies in a fight. So the cue is, Hand of Light hits with a powerful strike and deals physical damage in the area in front of them. All enemy targets hit by the ability take increased damage. So, pretty nice little smack to help them out for everything in front. Then we got their W, which is when the ability is activated, the Hand of Light releases 5 meters long beam of light in an area. All enemies struck by the beam take magic damage and movement speed reduction. Beam removes all slowing effects from the allies who are touched by it. If the Hand of Light hits a target with the beam of light, they can recast the ability and shield themselves or allies. This is going to be awesome because it's one of those dual scenarios, right? Hurt or heal, but it's a mammoth beam and everything that gets in its way. So not only are these guys going to be tanky, but they're going to be able to heal like crazy. So let's move on to the R. The Hand of Light raises their weapon and starts to charge ability, and then smashes it on the ground. The ability deals magic damage to the area. The Hand of Light can move while the ability is being charged. The damage that the ability deals depends on the duration of the charge. I like this. A full charge up, but you can let go when need be. So in the middle of a PvP fight, you can charge it up and let it go at the exact perfect moment so you can bounce out for a second to plan your next attack. Yeah, I'm a fan. And the special ability on the Hand of Light is after using an ability, next basic attack the Hand of Light casts is empowered. An empowered basic attack deals bonus magic damage and casts periodic healing on the Hand of Light. Empowerment stacks up to 3 times when the periodic healing effect stacks to 3 charges, and the Hand of Light gains bonus movement speed for 5 seconds. And when expired, the charges are reset. How awesome is that? And because we now know after the third Q&A that you can literally make anybody anything, you can put a ton of different taunts and a different other aggro gaining abilities and skills on your artifacts to make this a god. Then we move on to the tried and true, the Cleric. And every single MMO I've ever played in my entire life, and I've been playing for 20 some odd years now, the Cleric is always the best healer in the game. Let's see if it's going to be in this one. I believe it will be. The question is to you. So, Clerics support heroes who can still deal a lot of damage in a melee fight. Cleric's weapons are dual maces and the energy of light, of which the latter they use for healing and shielding allies. The effect of all abilities these heroes use while they're in a fight is increased. This is what they do, right? They can hit hard, but they usually heal. So the Q. Cleric attacks an enemy with their weapon and deals physical damage. After the strike, a small energy zone is created around the enemy in which the Cleric's allies gain periodic healing. The ability can be recast if the Cleric is in the energy zone. The zone explodes, dealing magic damage to enemies. The zone disappears after that. Definitely gonna come in handy for when you just need to hook someone up real quick with some healing. Then we've got the W. The Cleric charges the weapon and releases a light wave in front of them, which deals magic damage and debuffs an enemy, reducing their armor and magic resistance. A target is also rooted for 1.5 seconds. So this will be good for both PvE and PvP. But for PvP, this just stops someone in their tracks and makes them weaker to everybody else to just drop them. So they're going to be great PvPCC. I'm going to like it. That's a crazy long little acronym there, huh? So, the E. Cleric shields themselves or an ally. The shield absorbs all incoming damage. If the shield has more than one strength point upon its expiration, it triggers a magic explosion in the range of 2.5 meters around the hero. All enemies in the range of explosion are stunned. That's awesome. You put that on the tank, that's another taunt for the tank when that thing explodes and hits everything. It's going to be, you're going to need it. This is going to be the #1 raid healer in the entire game. You know, it's just going to happen. And then the R, to cap it off, for 3 seconds, the cleric surrounds themselves with an aura, which heals allies, increases the cleric's movement speed, and reduces the incoming damage. While aura is active, the cleric can basic attack, but is not able to use abilities. Still, you're running circles around your whole team while they're going to kill somebody and they're all getting healed the entire time. I'll take it. Screw the rest of the skills, right? Then the special ability, when attacking, the cleric gets and stacks charges, which empower their abilities by 2%. Charges stack up to 5 times and are automatically reset when any of the abilities was used. Stack charges will be reset if the special ability is activated, and basic attacks will deal additional magic damage for 10 seconds. So, it's just going to help them be the absolute best that they can be. The cleric is going to be God. They're just going to fulfill their role, you know. On to the third and final, the Crusader. Crusaders are tanks who wield a shield and use Morgenstern and the energy of light. Crusaders were made to withstand loads of incoming damage. At the right moment, they can drag enemies back to them, aiding allies in a fight. I feel like a Crusader and a Cleric are born to be with each other, because this is going to be your big, badass tank. The meat shield, as so to say. The Q, the Crusader can't speak. The Crusader flings a chain in a target direction, which deals physical damage the first enemy it hits and drags an enemy back to the Crusader. The ability taunts enemies to attack the Crusader for 2 seconds. Straight up Scorpion and the get over here, right? The Crusader starts to charge the ability with the W. They can't use any other abilities, launch basic attacks, and move. The ability charges for 2 seconds and triggers an explosion which deals magic damage. When you recast it, an explosion will occur instantly, and damage dealt will depend on the amount of time the ability was charging. Taunt, right? Just mammoth aggro gaining abilities. This is what I was talking about. Now the E. The Crusader raises their shield and blocks the first attack or ability. If the damage has been blocked, the Crusader can recast the ability. The Crusader deals physical damage in a small area in front of them and slows all affected enemies. This is awesome. This is like a counter. So if you raise their shield and block an attack, you can immediately use it again. That's awesome. It's a straight up counter. Loving it. On to the R. The Crusader creates a field on the ground. All enemies trapped in this field can't use teleporting and dashing abilities. All allies within the field take reduced damage. When the enemies cross the border of the field, they will be disarmed and will take magic damage. Another one just to help them make everything weak. When the Crusader or allies cross the border of the field, they gain bonus movement speed. That's going to be used as a get the fuck out of here kind of deal when you're getting your ass kicked in PvP. Drop that in front of your party and you all just book it and get the hell out of there. Maybe even set up a trap or an ambush further up down the road. Who knows? But I like it. The special ability is going to be each basic attack of the Crusader marks an enemy. The mark stacks up to 10 times. Upon reaching the maximum stack, the mark stuns the enemy for 2 seconds. Another amazing thing for a tank. So this is the Paladin, which I think we all knew going into this what was going to happen. You got the mix between the tanky and the healy. Then you've got the direct healer, the Cleric, right? Hand of Light, obviously the one before we were talking about. And then you've got the Crusader, and the Crusader is just going to be a tank. But with the new artifact news that we got the other day on my video I just put up the other day, you literally found out that you can do whatever the hell you want. It doesn't have to be, just doing it based on that class. There's going to be the ability to make a tank tank DPS, or to make a DPS a half tank. The sniper can be a complete just badass support, you never know. It's going to be amazing, guys. I like the class. So, as always, until next time, I'm HellsF1rst. Ta-ta.